According to the UN Refugee Agency, 6.9 million people are in need of humanitarian help in Sudan. Numerous children in Sudan are facing intolerable conditions like starvation, dehydration, and intense fatigue by walking thousands of miles. Since entire villages were bombed during the fighting, people were separated from their families. Many small children died in the terrible conditions, and disease was prevalent.
Hi, Jim here, and I'm in the Kenyan refugee camp with one of our child refugees.
Hi, my name is Maku.
Hi, Maku. What were your experiences in getting to your refugee camp?
Hi, first my village was bombed, then I was separated from my family. I faced lots of starvation and thirst, and I had to walk thousands of miles, and disease was prevalent.
That's sad to hear.
As you've seen, these children have walked for thousands of miles to escape the tragic incidents occurring in South Sudan. The civil war in Sudan has really been brutal to these children. We need to stand up and help these children.
Diseased and malnourished, many children lost their lives due to the lack of food and medicine. The camps provided little security within its unstable infrastructure. The war disrupted the lives of many children as they were denied all forms of education because of their inability to access proper schools and teachers. The high illiteracy rate became a result of a lack of education due to the circumstances of the war. Both the UN and the Red Cross entered to distribute what the children lacked: food, medicine, and education. But even so, it was not enough to compensate for the growing number of refugees.
Refugee children are being ripped from a proper and normal childhood. These children are forced to take responsibility for themselves and take care of themselves at a very young age. Not only do they have to watch over themselves, but they also are constantly exposed to violence at every turn of their journey. This causes the children to have permanent mental damage, stopping them from having dreams of the future. The issues forces children to mature and prevents them from attaining a normal life.
The Sudan Civil War erupted as a result of religious differences. The war started in 1955. South Sudan wanted to protect its faith towards Christianity, while the North wanted Islam to flourish throughout Sudan. Therefore, the North Central government clashed with the soldiers from the South's group of rebels called the Sudan People's Liberation Army. For years, these two groups fought and battled. Unfortunately, between the crossfire, the innocent civilians were the prime targets and were brutally impacted from the incidents. The children were impacted the most. After the raiders from northern Sudan completely annihilated the villages in South Sudan, thousands of children were left homeless and were separated from their families. The children had only one option left: to find a safe place where they could stay until the war dissipates. The children refugees walked for thousands of miles to find a refugee camp. Some were fortunate to make it to one. Others, however, were unable to survive the torturous environment that they must bear. Yet, the journey was horrific and deadly. They had to rely on one another in order to survive.
Due to thousands of families in refugee camps and the sheer population, the ICRC, the International Committee of Red Cross, are upgrading the water systems in the refugee camps. They're doing this by putting water pipes, water storage tanks, water pumps, and water taps. One of the main reasons is due to the lack of hygiene in these camps due to the inaccessibility of clean water. The ICRC are also giving clothes, sleeping mats, and mosquito nets to the refugees staying in these camps. The way you can help is by donating money to companies such as Red Cross so that they can send materials over to the refugees, or you can go visit them yourself.